Okay. Let's turn to page 311, right? Everyone's there? Okay. All right, so today we're going to do linear equations in standard form. You might, yeah. Do what? Yeah, why don't you? Whiteboards are a good idea. All right, so as I was looking at this from the past couple lessons that you were doing and into this, I wrote down the point slope form, the formula. Do you guys have all of the formula somewhere written down?
Yeah.
I don't think
Okay.
I have the point.
I have it. Okay, I'm just gonna write it down here. So you can write it one of two ways. M equals y minus y1, or x minus x1. Or you can write y minus y1 equals
Oh,
M.
that?
x minus m1. Or x1, I mean, sorry. Does that look familiar?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, we're going to be working with those. First of all, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Okay, first of all, for example 1, what we're going to be doing is we're going to, what do you want to call it? We're going to write two equations in standard form that are equivalent. So the book has 2x minus 6y. If I can write my alphabet, that would be great. Equals 4. So here's an equation that they could give you. And so to write an equivalent equation, in any time in algebra when they say, do you guys remember the rule in algebra where if you can do anything you want to an equation as long as you do the same thing to both sides? This is kind of what we're going to be doing with this. So here's our equal sign. So what we're going to be doing is just making any, changing this to anything we want it to be, but as long as we're consistent. So I'm just going to do number 2. So I'm going to multiply this whole side by 2 and this whole side by 2. So 2 times 2 is 4x minus 2 times 6 is 12y equals 2 times 4 is 8. Okay, so that is the same thing as our original equation. The only thing I did was multiply both sides by 2. Got it? Okay. So I'm going to do another one. I can just keep the parentheses up, I guess. I'm going to do it by 3. So 3 times 2 is 6x. 3 times 6 is 18, minus 18, minus positive, equals 4 times 3, 12. Got it? If you want, you could do 500,000 if you want, as long as you do it to both sides. Probably don't want to do that, that's too much math, but you can do any number that you want as long as it's equal on both sides. Okay, so that is example 1 on page 311, 5.4. The second, if you look in the book, the first one they did by 2, and the second one they did by 0.5. So they took all of them and just cut all the numbers in half. Okay? Any questions so far? Okay. So the example number 2, we're going to be using some of these graphs. We're going to be using the point slope form. And from when I was observing on Thursday, you guys did some of this one and just plugged it in, right? Okay. Not sure what you guys did on Friday, but I'm sure it's probably pretty close to this. Okay. So they have an example in your book, if you want to look at the example. there's the graph on the right, there's 1, 1, and 2, negative 2. Does everyone see that? Okay, so that is what they're going to try to write in a sentence form, a number sentence. Okay, so on the left, we want to calculate the slope of that. So we are going to use one of these equations to write that. So let's use this one because m is our slope. Remember y equals m plus b? Okay, so we're going to try to find the slope of that one. So again, this is all in your book. So m equals, okay, I should be clear. So we have 1, 1, and we have 2, negative 2, right? So for this one is going to be coming from this, right there. There's x and y. We're going to take that y, and then the second y is negative 2, so positive 2. Right? There's x minus x, so 1 minus 2, that 2. Okay, so then we're just going to simplify it. 1 plus 2, class? Hardest question? 3. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. And so that slope is going to be negative 3. So that is going to be your m. Okay, so now we're going to take that and put it into this equation. So let's see, y minus y1, negative 3, x minus x1. Separate that a little bit. All right. So to write this in point slope form, you guys did this on the Thursday that I was here. So let's take, the book uses 1, 1. That's one of the points from the line. And they're going to put it into here. So let's take y minus 1 equals negative 3 x minus 1. Okay? Is that really confusing? You got it? Okay.
So it just wants us to find our slope before plugging in all the numbers.
Yes.
Like it won't plug.
Right.
That's simple.
Yep. So you use these two, plug them in here, find the slope. Then use that right here to find those numbers.
No, it's just the same thing except it's telling us to find our slope.
Yeah. Okay, so then we're gonna put it in y plus, or x plus y equals a number form. So this is step 3 on the bottom. So let's just move all this and clear this up. So let's distribute our negative 3. So negative 3x plus 3 times 3 is 3, or 3 times 3 equals y minus 1. Then we're going to move this guy over. So we're going to plus 3x. So that's, and we're going to plus 1 to both sides. So now this guy's over here, this guy's over there. Y plus 3x, equals 3 plus 1 is 4. Is that what we got?
Wait, I have a question. Where did we get this equation? Y minus 1 equals negative 3x plus 3 plus 1
Which one?
at the bottom.
The
Y
bottom?
equals, yeah, because we did it differently. We did, well, isn't for the equation y minus y1 equals m, open parentheses, x minus x1, close parentheses. We just plugged in the slope, and then how Mrs.
Yeah.
Williams said was just to plug in one of your ordered pairs.
I did that one.
Yeah,
That was-
so I have a question, where to get the y equals negative 3x plus 3 at the bottom?
This one?
Yeah, that was.
I distributed.
Oh, okay, I see.
So negative 3x right there.
Remember how you do?
3 times, negative 3 times negative 1 is positive 3.
Wouldn't it be easier to add the 1 to the 3 and then you would get your equation with like y equals negative 3x plus 4?
I'm sorry.
That's like y equals m.
Say it again?
Well, okay, so because you added your plus 3 to your minus 1.
My plus 3 to my
No,
minus 1.
sorry. You added things that can't add together.
I'm sorry, I just wrote it
You mean the
sideways.
Yeah, the variables.
I just wrote it one up, under each other.
Yeah.
I just moved it.
So the X and the Y go in the same spot. Wait,
Here, I can rewrite this if you want. Would that help?
just
Yeah.
wait,
Well,
so
like,
so
okay, wait,
you
are
want
we
the
trying
X
to
and
do
the
it
Y
to make
the
it
same?
look like y equals
We're-
mx
she-
plus b?
No.
Okay, that's
It's,
where
I want all the
confused.
variables on one side and all the numbers on the
Oh.
other. Sorry, I should have been more clear.
Okay, I'm
Oh,
like,
okay. So
hold
I was
on.
like, why is the X and the Y on the same side?
Yeah.
So this is negative 3x plus 3. This is y minus 1. I'm gonna plus 1, cancel out plus 1. Move this over here, so plus 3x plus 3x. So now we have a 3x plus y, we still have this y over here, equals 3 plus 1 is 4.
Okay.
You can flip-flop those if you want.
Oh, so you just want the
Okay.
variables on one side?
Yes.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Just kind of do your algebraic cleaning up.
We haven't really gotten out.
You were here when we
So we don't want,
Really?
if we don't want the MX plus B then?
Not yet, not
So
in
we
this
don't
form.
want Y equals,
This makes way more sense.
negative 3X plus 1?
Oh.
No, not in this one, not in this lesson. We want all the variables over here and all the numbers over there. And we have, I mean, it's not gonna be perfect, there's gonna be numbers here, but there's your variables there. So, does that make any sense?
Now it
Makes
makes more
much
sense.
more sense.
Okay, all right, so your homework is, I'll have you do page 314, 1 through 3. And then you have 5 through 21 odds.
5 through 21.
5 through 21 odds.
Is that it?
And then you have 45 through 49 all.
Okay.
So,
45 to 49 now?
Yeah, the mixed review section.
write this down. This is not. Oh well.